This disc will self-destruct.
Woo! Woo! The rise, yeah. This is the story of my glory when it's my time to grind, my time to shine, our time to rise. I made this song for all the haters and fronters. The story of the rise, bruh, this is the come up. It's been a long time coming and we made it this far. We had to fight for something, finally in charge of the nation we created many years ago. Never forget how they...
Let's try this one.
They told me get him, I said got him, so yeah, I told him shot. So nah, that ain't gonna work either.
Yo, dude, we got to call this session a wrap.
Oh man, I just need that one part.
I'll take the drum machine with me to work, man, and I'll work on it then. Hello?
When did you get this done?
Who the fuck is this? Yeah, this is David. Why the fuck you calling my phone asking for JJ? Look, the only person you can reach calling this number is me. I'm his producer, not his secretary.
Yo, where you bathroom at?
Down the hall to the right. Why did you come here with this dude?
Well, he is my boyfriend now.
See that now? What?
What y'all in here talking about?
I was just asking him how long he's been doing this.
Doing what?
The studio.
You asked too many damn questions.
I was just asking.
Maybe he don't want you in his business.
It's alright, my dude. I've been doing music all my life.
Nah, she's always in somebody else's mix. You asked too many damn questions.
I don't ask too many questions, but maybe I should start.
Alright, we on for next week, right?
1 o'clock on the motherfucking nose.
Alright, my dude.
Alright, my ass. Better cross my palms with some money.
I got you, my dude. It's 125, right?
Plus the overage from last week. About 2 hours.
That should do it.
So you gonna bring her next week to sing on the hook?
I got to. It's alright though. I want to rework the lyrics in it anyway. Might be too much singing. I don't want it to sound like a R&B song.
Alright. mess out of me.
I'm sorry about that. I just haven't heard you play so passionately in so long.
And I play in this studio every day.
Yeah, but I mean, it's with those rappers. I like your real music side better.
You mean when I'm working on your projects?
No, just not the stupid rap stuff. So, what inspired you to play this particular song?
I'm trying to come up with some lyrics. I only got a chorus so far. I want to say something like, sweetheart of mine, like a star you shine. I don't know.
I thought you wrote the song for me.
Man, I wrote this song way before I ever met you.
Then why did you tell me it was for me?
Told you it was for. I never said I wrote a song for you. I said I dedicated a song to you. Look, dude, I'm gonna tell you like this. We not even about to start this argument. Going back and forth. I don't know what you got in your head, but not tonight.
This is not an argument. It's a discussion.
A discussion about what?
Well, let's see. I was doing the math, 1 and 1, trying to get to 2. And as I walk up to our house, I see your ex-girlfriend Gina walking out. Now, despite the horrors I imagine, I come inside anyway.
You are so dramatic.
Well, I mean, I walk into your studio, and here you sit, playing a song that I thought was a special song for me. Mind you, I have not heard you play it in months.
Well, you need to pay more attention to me. I've been playing this for weeks.
Oh, so you've been planning this little get-together with Gina all week, huh?
I did not know Gina was coming.
You knew you had a recording session with Randy, didn't you?
Look, the man told me he was going to bring a singer through to sing on a hook. He didn't say it was going to be Gina. I got to finish this demo for Angela. She got a meeting with some big A&Rs, and they gave her 2 weeks to finish it. And I feel like Sweetheart would be a good song. Matter of fact, I need you to sing backup vocals on it.
I am nobody's backup singer.
But you're a singer, right? Look, my cousin been trying to break through the industry for the longest.
So have I.
So maybe this can help all of us. Come on, babe. I really need you this time.
Well, I guess it couldn't hurt to see.
Thank you.
I have not forgotten about that chick being in my house.
Robin. What was I supposed to do? Stand at the door and be like, you could come in, but you gotta stay out here. I don't even think she told him who I was.
So he doesn't even know you used to go together? Why didn't you tell him?
Are you crazy? Why would I say that and he's a paying customer? He could bring every girl I ever had through here. Long as he paying. And believe you me, he does pay. Sweetheart of mine, like a star you shine. It's all gone. It's all gone. Robin! Robin, come here!
Yes, we're here over at Wishful Inc. in 581 Niagara. It's going down September 7th. Wolves Den at 8 o'clock. Also, we're just giving some promotion to Wishful Inc. itself. They're the sponsors for Wolves Den. Again, it starts at 8 o'clock on September 7th. This is your boy, the TI guy, Substation Studios, just getting a little pre-show for the Wolves Den. Again, it's debuting September 7th, 8 o'clock. Every month, we're going to be doing a show here on the full moon. But don't worry, you're not going to have to worry about when the full moon is. That will be us scheduling the time. But that's the goal of the Wolves Den. So open mic scenario. You know, we're just trying to, you know, get MCs some publicity, some sponsorships out here also if it's all right. You know, we just got some goals with Substation Studios. Unfortunately, the rest of my team isn't here right now. Everybody works. So I got my man D Hawks. He's back at the house working on videos as we speak. And my man Chad Thomas, Chad Money. He's over somewhere doing, I'm not sure what he is, but we're over here again at Wishful Inking. I got my man Spider, the body modification specialist. He's one of the workers here at Wishful Inking. You want to say anything on the mic?
Other than I've been here for about a year and some change. Love the community, love the people, love everybody. If you need a body mod or anything else we can help you with, kind of make your life a little bit more flashier, come on down.
Yeah, that's right. You already know. They do great tattooing here. Again, he does body modifications. That's piercing plus. That means you have to come and find out. I don't even know all the details of what that means, but hey, if you want that tongue split, that's what he does. But again, we're over here, we're like uniting businesses and underground businesses such as Substation Studios again with my man Spider. We kind of want to get a little bit more detail of what body modification specialist does. I'm going to actually hand the mic over, just let him go down some of the things that he does do.
Thank you. You're welcome, sir. My official title is Body Modification Specialist, but around here or everywhere else, just known as a body piercer. Pretty much that entails most things you already know: belly buttons, Monroe, just inner ear work, any kind of piercing that you can think of. The human body is virtually pierceable all over. Now, the modification specialist, which a lot of people usually don't get in the area, but I'm hoping to increase on that, will be tongue splitting, horn implants, scarification, and also the things like that. Pretty much to modify the human body.
People get their tongue split?
People get their tongue split actually quite often. It's actually very popular. The tongue is two separate muscles, so you can move it just like that.
Like a lizard.
Just like a... My eating? Not. I personally never had it done, but it shouldn't affect your eating too much. From what I've heard, a lot of people just had no problems, unless it's something inconsistent like gum or spaghetti.
Does it make your tongue shoot out?
Well, the way your tongue shoots out, how far it goes out, all depends on the webbing at the bottom. Not so much if it splits. You split it down the middle, it just moves them separately.
Wow. I never heard of it before.
It definitely takes a stomach to do this kind of job. It definitely takes a stomach because there's a lot of blood.
I was going to ask you that.
It's a lot of blood. It's kind of bad. My first time doing it.
How long does it take to heal?
The tongue splitting, for instance, takes about, to fully heal, probably about 3 to 4 months to fully heal, to fully heal. But it usually stops bleeding in about 2 to 3 days. Well, majorly bleeding. It's more saliva that mixes up with anything, more than anything else. It makes it appear to be a lot more blood than what it is.
Wow. So you have to have some kind of medical training for that?
Pretty much, most tattoo shops or most places offer apprenticeships, which is just like a school, officially or unofficially. Some places you have to pay. I was lucky enough that I fell into this job when I was 15 years old. I fell into this job, I'm 30 now, 15 years back, I was just a punk kid hanging outside a tattoo shop. And, you know, wanted to be one of the cool kids, and the owner gave me a chance to give me a broom, told me to start cleaning. A year and a half after that, he's like, all right, we'll pick up a trade. I wasn't old enough to tattoo, so I learned how to pierce. 2.5 years into that, pretty much being told where and when to come from, I got my piercing certification. Travel around a little bit, learned to pick some trades all across the U.S. and came back.
Now, tell us how that qualified to cut somebody's tongue off.
A lot of apprenticeships in a lot of places will give you a certificate. A lot of places won't let you even touch a single living person until you can prove to the owner and rigorous hours of practice that you know what you're doing, which offers a little bit of detail in biology, actually a lot. You have to know veins, blood vessels, capillaries, things like that, muscle contortion, everything else before you even make an incision. And a lot of things are hard to spot, but with a little bit of training, it's like second nature.
Now, somebody that wants that done, how do they look for? I mean, you're out of town, they can't come to you. What do they look for to know that they're going to be safe?
Actually, you just have to find an artist that you trust. A lot of it's built on trust. When people come here, we don't treat them like get in, get out, like commodities. We just have them come in. We talk to people. We ask them why they want it done, get a little backstory, get a little background.
So if I wanted my tongue cut, I would just say, oh, well, you look like a trustworthy guy. Go ahead and do that.
Well, we do have tons of certification to back up everything we do. From myself, from a lot of the artists that works here. Our work speaks for itself. Our portfolios go up, and we have more than enough verification from the customers we helped out and just people who hang around us.
Is that a state certification?
It is a state certification. Not New York State, though. New York State doesn't have a lot of certification for piercings, as it was. Not as strictly as it was for tattoos. So to get the modification certification, I had to go to other places like Ohio and California.
Okay, so, all right, that's interesting. People do that with car insurance. They go to Ohio to get cheap car insurance.
Well, it's not so cheap in car insurance. It's just that a lot of these places, a lot of these sunnier places like Florida and things, these are places that specialize. I mean, extremely specialized. The pioneer of most modifications come from these places. So I figured I needed to go there to learn.
So what else besides splitting the tongue can you do?
Scarification. Scarification is a process unlike tattooing, or just like tattooing, where you get a design, but instead of tracing the design in ink, we cut it out. It's by scraping the skin.
Is that like what the frats do when they burn them?
Kind of. We do brandings as well, but brandings a lot of people don't do. It's one of the things. My first tattoo, quote unquote, was actually a brand, because I wasn't old enough to get a tattoo. But a branding, and that was painful. It was extremely painful. It's definitely something you don't forget.
So all this stuff sounds painful. You give any kind of, are you authorized to give pain medicine or anything?
For anything, we don't really do anything that requires anesthetics or anesthesia. Believe it or not, a lot of the things are mostly surface. It doesn't go too deep. We don't do major surgery here. It's all minor.
Now, I bit my tongue just earlier eating that pastelito. I could imagine if you were to take a knife to it, it's
well, the surgical scalpels we use are extremely sharp.
Oh, so you don't even know your tongue split?
Well, you'll feel it. It's not one of those things you're not going to know. You'll feel it. There's two methods of doing that. There is the plain method or the cauterized method. And cauterized is just a simple matter of heating up the scalpel when you make the incision.
So basically, searing and burning your tongue as you're cutting it.
Pretty much.
I see. It's burning.
As you're going, yes, burning as you go.
And people do that.
People do it. People do a lot of things. I've done horn implants. I've done suspension hooks. Horn implants. Horn implants is just that. Sometimes people want horns. They're not happy with their outward appearance. They want to change it a little bit. So they get horns. They get magnetic discs slipped under the skin. They get microdermals, which are those little jewels you might see girls running around with. Those are minor implants.
So you don't actually implant the horn. They just put a magnet there. So
we put the screw. The screw or the magnet. It's your choice. Is we slip under the base of the skin right before the skull, and we slip in. It heals up. People screw. People take it out. We also do silicone implants, which are bumps underneath the skin to form a certain pattern.
This is some wild shit I've never heard anything like that.
Well, a lot of my family members weren't too happy about that. You know, what do you do for a living? I stab and cut people. Professionally.
And I get paid. Wow, that's deep. That's some deep shit.
I guess the irony in it all is I'm a very plain looking person. I mean, most people in the most tattoo fields are all pierced up. My coworker Dominic, for instance,
yes,
all pierced up, gauges, huge gauges. He looks like a psychopath. So when people come in and they go, hey, I need a piercing, and they look at Dominic, and Dominic goes, no, the plain guy in the necktie, that's the guy you want. So it's definitely interesting. This job I wouldn't trade for anything else in the world.
Wow. So you do it here?
I do it here. Here at Wishful Linking.
So if somebody wants to come and get their tongue split, look like a snake's tongue, they would ask for, what's your name?
They would ask for Spider. That's S-P-Y-D-E-R.
Okay. Man, you definitely give me something to look up.
Don't let YouTube scare you. Definitely come in for a consultation. You know, I gladly will talk to you, explain to you, let you know the risk, if there are any, before you make any decision.
Okay.
I'd rather have the people's safety than a paycheck, you know what I mean?
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Now, you can probably hear in the background there's some Hispanic sounding music playing. So we're here for a reason. We're on the west side of Buffalo. on Niagara Street from here. See if I can see downtown. We're very close to downtown. We can see downtown from here, almost at the end. We're at Niagara in Jersey. We're at Niagara in Jersey. Okay, 581 Niagara.
Normally I'm the loud guy that's hanging out at front, so you'll find me.
All right. Well, what's happening tomorrow? That I see a lot of preparations going on. There's somebody setting a booth up right there. They're selling pastelitos and stuff right there. You got the music playing. Everybody's in a festive mood. What's going on, man?
Well, tomorrow is the annual Puerto Rican Day Parade. Now it's been crossed with also known as the Hispanic Day Parade / Puerto Rican Day Parade. That actually kicks off from downtown Buffalo, heading up towards us. Then it'll make a left at Porter, heading over to LaSalle Park, where a festival will begin until Sunday. So that's, again, that's probably why you see a lot of, it's kind of in the mood over here. If you're on the street, you will definitely understand and feel it. Everybody's getting prepped for tomorrow. We got people who are going to be cooking. They already got their stands up. That's why we're out here. We're just getting prepped for the for our part of the event, which is the late night. Again, it's the Wolvez Den. So we choose to kind of piggyback out the Puerto Rican Day Parade and just do our, take advantage of the people already being out, the mood already set. So, it's just a comfortable atmosphere all around. So again, that's why we choose to piggyback off of the Puerto Rican Day Parade for the Wolvez Den.
So for people who've been like under a rock and didn't even notice such a thing as what's going on ever, what's this about?
Well, again, it's just a celebration of the Hispanic heritage. You'll see many different floats that are going to come up, the Hispanics that are part of the police department, the fire department, those who have businesses in the local area, and then just people who choose to participate. Some of them may have the old costumes that are, that show Puerto Rican Hispanic traditions. Just musicians who are playing current music, expressing their music. Or you might just have somebody who wants to just be on a float with a bunch of their peoples and just waving hello and, just having a good time, just having some Spanish music playing in their background and really not performing. But I mean, it's, many different floats that are going on here. You got, like the one we used to be involved with, we used to have the Hispanic lowrider cars and the other little Hispanic crew with the bikes, and then the actual crew I was with, we had a float. Everybody who was part of that crew used to, perform. It was all, Spanish music, more like reggaeton, some soca. That's basically the realms that they used to, perform on. But we've done this about 5 years in a row. This will be the 6th. We're kind of trickled down as far as our crew. Every year our team has actually won, a trophy of some sort, but it's a little, it gets a little, tiring and, trying to build up for that because it takes some time to plan for a float, and how you want to go about it and trying to top what you did last year. So again, it's, we're kind of having another part of our crew handle it this year, and just instead of all of us, it gets tiring and we're getting older. So it's more like trying to just get some fresh blood and just ones who've been doing it are kind of managing the situation on the background.
So is this like a national thing, or is there some significance to this?
According to statistics, Buffalo has the second largest Puerto Rican parade in the New York State after New York City itself. So I mean, they do have a couple in Rochester, which we actually were asked to come over there from Buffalo, our organization, and we actually we made a Buffalo appearance in the Rochester parade. Unfortunately, I had to agree that this one is pretty much better, is by far better, not even pretty much better. So it's.
Buffalo has the, I think, 3rd largest Juneteenth in this country.
Does it? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Buffalo's pretty popular. People think.
And I heard we had the 2nd largest ball drop on New Year's Eve at the New York cities, in this country. So,
There's a lot going on here.
yeah, Buffalo's rebuilding downtown. It's definitely a sight to come see. There's a lot of waterfront development going on. There's old buildings that are being re-renovated and rebuilt. New buildings being built. The owners of the Sabres, he's having this dual hockey rink being built right by the waterfront. Right across the street from that, they're doing this water pond scenario where in the summer there'll be rowboats and in the winter it's going to freeze over. You can ice skate on it, almost similar to like what the Rockefeller Center looks like in New York City. So, I mean, there's some development going on, and hopefully that just trickles, from the center out. You got to fix the core before you can fix the surroundings. Unfortunately, that's what happened for a while in Buffalo, where all the suburbs were getting the attention and neglecting the core. So hopefully with that, people start realizing if we don't have a core, we're not going to have a good suburb to follow that core. So, Exactly. I mean, Allentown is another example. That's a part of Buffalo. It's technically Buffalo City, but it's a little town that's within Buffalo that is just growing. The community within it is growing. It's probably my favorite part of Buffalo. Allen and Elmwood, intersect, and I mean, it's got all walks of life over there. It's probably one of our most diverse neighborhoods in Buffalo. There's art, there's lots of food to eat and different ethnics of foods to eat over there. A lot of bars for those nightlife people that like to go have a drink. It's very good environment. I personally end up going to the Bend right on Allen and Wadsworth. You can't miss it because exactly as it's called. It's right on the Bend. You can't miss that. There's a few other bars known as Mulligan's, aka the Brick Bar, DBGB's. There's a few over there. Most popular area for bars in Buffalo you may know is Chippewa, but preferably I like to go over to Allentown over Chippewa. But Chippewa itself is a sight to see. If you're from out of town, definitely stop at Chippewa on a good Thursday, Friday, or Saturday night. I personally think they should close the streets on nights like that. I think accidents could potentially happen, people getting hit. It's been heard of, but I think it should be like a New Orleans scenario where they just shut the streets down and just let the people just walk, because Chippewa on a good Friday night, it's a sight to see. It's very fun. You can end up at multiple bars in one night. They actually do an annual situation called the bar crawl, which is in Chippewa. You pay one price, and your goal is to achieve attending all the bars, or you get like a tally. And once you reach that tally, you earn a T-shirt. It's not much to run around town about, but it's an achievement, and at the same time you meet new people, have fun, obviously having a few drinks in between, and you got rights to go in and out of all these bars for one price instead of the normal night where you're hitting one bar, paying a price, hitting another bar, paying a price. So I mean, when you see the bar crawl go on, it's worth trying to be involved in that event as well.
Let me make sure everybody hears this. You mentioned diversity. Buffalo, according to the last U.S. Census, is the 5th or 6th most racially segregated city in the country, which is why right now we're on the west side, which is predominantly Hispanic, and normally a lot of the stuff you see on Street Journal is coming from the east side of Buffalo, which is predominantly African American. What do you think is going to happen or needs to happen to break all this up, where we're not all in our own little tribes and we're living in all of Buffalo?
Well, personally, my true belief is it may never change, but acceptance is what is happening. Growing up, again, I'm in my mid-30s. I've grown up through some different times of Buffalo where the segregation really meant something to each side of town, where you being one shouldn't enter the other. It's almost like a gang scenario at one time. I've noticed amongst the east side to the west side, there's a lot more acceptance. With that, you got like New York City, you got Chinatown, you got Little Italy. What's the difference between that and what can happen here, in my opinion? Well, you got, your South Buffalo is an Irish, neighborhood. Why not? I don't really, find a problem with that. I don't mind that. We need to have something where, can call our roots that assimilate where everyone's culture originally come from. But I mean, at the same time, let's accept if another culture was to walk through, that was a problem, still can be a problem at times, but I don't really hear it as much as I used to as growing up. So, and again, going back to Allentown being more diverse, you will see, and again, it's easy to say a white or black or a Puerto Rican community in Buffalo, but it's beyond that now. There's a lot more of a Hispanic community here, and it's not just a Puerto Rican community. You see, not, as he said, African American, which is actually politically incorrect. It's more, more people of countries of Africa are here. There's this.
African Americans, it is African Americans.
Yes.
You call me?
No, but if you want, you are an African American, so is put. But we were talking about the diversity, how it's growing in Buffalo, and how it's been so segregated, the west side, east side, north and south. But I said the biggest thing is, yes, it is segregated. But what's the difference between a New York City's Little Italy or Chinatown? Eventually, if we just keep growing with the diversity of communities we're getting, what is the big problem with you know, the black community having their community? What's the big problem with Irish having their community? It's the biggest thing is the acceptance of someone's culture coming from one side of town to the other here. At one time when I was younger, there wasn't acceptance like that. You would have a problem going into a Lovejoy being someone who wasn't from Lovejoy. But I don't see that as much as used to be. You know, so I'm saying there's more acceptance going on. And that's what truly, we may not ever change that the west side is a Puerto Rican neighborhood. The east side is African American neighborhood, Irish in the south, Italians in the north. You know, we may never change that, but I don't really care to change that, because as I said earlier, the heritage needs to stay for every type of, you know, of community we have here. You know, if an Irish person goes to the South Buffalo, they might be able to go eat something they were used to eating back at home if they came here from Ireland, or just keep the roots. Hey, this is what your grandmother used to cook. You know what I'm saying? This is what your you know. So I personally don't have a problem with the segregation. It's just the acceptance has grown, and let's just hope for it to keep growing.
Buffalo is such a huge melting pot of people, which I love. I am a person who grew up on the east side, west side. I grew up in Cheektowaga, Clarence, came back to the west side. I have experienced life in many different sections and many different cliques, and I love all of it. I do. I love every single thing about it. So far as a melting pot, I don't mind if everybody gets together and mesh together. But the thing is, family values, culture, you're right. Don't forget about where you came from. Don't forget about just who you are as a people, as a person.
Yes.
But you know what? If you want to get together and everybody I want to see everybody down for this parade tomorrow. Not just Hispanic people, not just African American people. I want everybody to come down, hang out, experience something you don't know anything about.
Agreed.
You know, meet some people, make a friend.
Exactly.
You know, things like that. But I definitely agree that heritage is definitely important.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, one of my best friends is standing right here.
This guy.
That is Michael. He is my best friend on the planet. Everybody needs a best friend. You need somebody to help you do dumb things, and, well, I guess somebody to bail you out when you do it on your own. You know, it's just like...
No. It's the guy who's going to be sitting in jail next to you.
That's right, high five.
He said it's the guy that's sitting next to you in jail that makes it your best friend.
True. Yes. A good friend will give you bail money. Your best friend will sit there right next to you going, that was fun. So, I guess that works up.
So, right now, we're actually on camera as we speak, because somewhere in that corner there you've got a camera set up that's got us going online. Tell us about that.
We're recording. Well, again, that's we just moved Substation Mobile over to Wishful Inc. in 581 Niagara Street. Tomorrow, again, we're going live with the Wolvez Den. We had to set up the station over here, and we're being recorded, if that makes any sense. But you can go to wolvezden.com. That's WOLVEZDEN.com, not with the S, so that's why I had to spell it out. That's where the show will be playing live, or at mysubstation.com. That's the actual mother site of all our sites that we're doing. So it's going to be archived, but again, our goal at Substation Studios is to go live at the moment. This isn't a pre-recording, this is going live. So if somebody can't make it down here and want to see what the heck's going on, just tune into mysubstation.com or thewolvesden.com and watch it for yourself.
For those of you watching right now, you missed it.
More or less you missed it, because it's going to go up after the actual first Wolvez Den goes on. But monthly show will be happening here. And again, it's on the full moon, but don't worry about that. We will be scheduling that. We'll be paying attention to the full moon for you. So the Wolvez Den will be going on the full moon of the month. Sometimes there's 2 full moons, and yes, we will do 2 on that 1 month. So again, that's every month. This is our main sponsorship for the Wolvez Den over here at Wishful Inking.
The Wolvez will be whenever the full moon.
Yes, every full moon. That was a concept that just got put into the fold about a week ago when Daryl D Hawks, he was like, yo, why don't we do it on the full moon? I was like, yo, great idea. Closing? All right. Well, we're almost closing up here. We just got to get this this interview finished up. We got to get out of here. We got to get some sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a nice long day. The parade will kick off from downtown City Hall at 1 p.m. It should be done around 3 p.m. There should be festivals going on, festivities going on the block, or you can head to LaSalle Park. But again, by the time anybody who's going to actually hear this will all be over. So
I'll actually be able to make it since it's going to be that late today. Last time I worked during the day and I was at work at that time. What's going to be going on right here?
Right here, we usually have a lot more going on in front, but we're actually going to have a couple DJs after the Puerto Rican Day Parade goes on, probably about from 4, I don't know, however long they want to spin. But at 8 o'clock, the Wolves Den will be going on, continuing the festivities of wishful inking. So if this happens to get caught before the weekend's over, which I highly doubt, we got a lot of going on after the parade itself, and that one is open for the diversity of the people.
Mind if I say a few things?
No, not a problem.
Actually reminded me, for the festival tomorrow, we're actually running a special on basic piercings. Basic piercing, a normal price is $35 before the festivities and people coming together and everything. We're going to lower it down to $25. So if there's anything else that people wanted or needed, come on down and I'll make sure to hook you up.
Any other specials afterwards?
Afterwards?
Since they may not see this before tomorrow?
I guess you gotta come down and stick around and find out. But we're always having a good time. We're always playful. Come down, meet us. If you don't know us, guarantee you won't regret it.
Well, you do this for us then. So for those that are seeing it now, because this is going to air afterwards, can you give them a special they say they saw this on here?
I guess so. If you can say that you saw this on this afterwards, come in, and you know what? I'll take $10 off any piercing you want.
If you say you saw it on the street or online,
you have to say it, or you're not gonna get it. If you forget the name, it doesn't count. You can't be like, I saw, nope, doesn't work. You gotta spell out whole thing.
All right, good luck with that.
Closing up.
All right. Well, this is your boy CI Guy from Substation Studios. We hope you see this. Come down to 581 Niagara, Wishful Inking. Again, if you mention that you've seen it today, they're gonna honor $10 off your piercings. So again, 581 Niagara Street, Wishful Inking.
I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got ice in my veins, but I never fucking man. I'll never be peanut butter stuck in a jail, nigga. So you get your ass slammed. I'm like wham bam. Oh, thank you, ma'am. I had your ass sitting there dying in the sand while I'm lying in the sand with a lion with a fan. I'm like, oh, where's my iron? Where's my can? So I could be playing when you dying where you stand, nigga. So why the fuck you try to breach? I punch your ass in the teeth when you crashing like the waters on the beach. So watch how you can speak, or I hit you in your mouth, you be losing all your teeth. See, I be sitting spitting, man, bringing y'all some grief while you sitting there watching, listening with your peeps. It's the Wolves Den, dog, this is how we get it. It's real life, nigga, so I just go and live it. So don't get it twisted, I'm so official with it. It's like a brand new era fitted, nigga. So stand back and just watch it. You could give me 100 different topics. I could rap about all of them and chew them quick. I love the way it keeps switching. But I'm Go ahead, Rick. Anyone else? Who wanna spit?
Look like 100 niggas out here now, man.
Who a real spitter? Come on. Step forward, you a real spitter, come on. Come on. I got like 800 niggas out here and nobody spit.
800 niggas out here? It's not really, I mean like
200 niggas in front of the wishful inking in the Wolves Den. Oh, hold on, this is the broadcast mic, give him the broadcast mic. You gonna spit? Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, he spit. He spit, that was the best shit I ever heard in my life. I quit.
Yeah, rap, bro.
Come on, man, we got like 900 homes out here. Ain't nobody spit? Nobody spit. It could be written, it could be freestyle, it could be anything. There we go. What's your name?
Yeah. I'm named Young from DDP.
Young DDP. Young DDP at the Wolves Den. Live for the Wishful Inking, 581 Niagara. Get it.
Never be as nice.
The beat switch like crazy. Just keep switching and get with it.
Never be as nice.
Good looks, my dude.
Things going real smooth now, cause I had a rope. And when I spoke to my stuff blunt in my Dutch. When I think I passed out when I had enough. I was told don't stop until I bust a nut. When it come to fighting, yeah, I do it good. I get it cracking like a fat, it's more wood. EDP is my team and it's hunting season. We hold some shotguns so my team is teaming. We gon' get money and time, man, make a choice. I'ma get money so I die, so I make my choice. EDP, yeah, them penny boys. We want every damn penny, even a penny boy. But the people say I'm living reckless. And up game like a 7-inch necklace. Niggas talking about money, but they really broke. About to show my ass off like my showboat. Show me a fat ass, I'ma squeeze it like some race bricks. I like my girl cute face with some nice lips. Anyway, fat ass with some nice tits. When I come, Missy Sally, Missy don't quit. Let's go. Finish in my chest. Just lay down and get up. like a nasty horse. Man, been our ruthless, take over. You're gonna hate me in the morning like a hangover. You want something again, push again, half over. Oh, give me the ground, shit, end it over.
Let's go. Okay, young BDP, live in front of Wishful Inking. Wolvez, MySubstation.com, Trap News, MJS Design. We out here. Come on, Niagara. Yo, if you watching right now, you want to come spin with us, just come down. 581 Niagara in Jersey. Let's go. Come on. Any other spinners? You want to go again? You can rock it again. Come on, somebody else got to be out here. You ain't a team by yourself. There's other spinners in your team. Come on, man. Step up to the plate. Anybody, if you spit, come grab the mic. Look, there we go. Get my man right here the mic. What's your name? Bo Gus's. Live in Wishful Inking, Bo Gus's. Wolvez, let's go. Let's get it.
This the beat right here. Gon' kill it. Bo Gus's, you know it. Lord willing. Who wanted with me? Niggas is gon' get it. Regardless, by any means, starve, I'm gon' hit it. And it by all means, my team is gon' smash it. Okay. They don't really want it, I'm swinging, I'm like Raskin. Okay. Smash a nigga with that flow. They gon' get it, You already know how I flow, they gon' spit it. But now I spit it like me, you best believe my team be coming through. It's 100 kids to the D. E-A-T-H. And they be switched up, seem great. Good. What's this?
Let the beat drop, you got it. You're still rocking. Augustus, Wishful Inking, Wolvez. Let's get it.
Mellow as hell. Alright, kinda mellow. Fuck it. I can't go hard like I really wanna go, but I'ma still flow. And everybody still gon' know Bo, still gon' know that he be spittin', still come with the shades. Whether it's in the night or the day, I don't play, no. Listen, and I'ma do this real hard by any means necessary. I gotta get it on. Me and my squad, we coming through. Rockin' to the motor, I'm rock to the altar, I'm rock to Gibraltar, I rock with the floater. You see me how I do it, man, I shoot like a floater. You already know, son, I do it on the regular. Niggas can't touch me, man, I fly like propellers and whatever, bro, weather. Niggas can't touch me, I'm trying to change in the weather. I smash niggas whenever my steeds. Best believe it's me, go in the trance when I flow in the stands. Around and have your hoe wanna dance, you know it's me. And don't think that this is not off the top, cause I'm a rock by all in the means. Check out my bop, yeah. And I got the jeans tucked in the sock, that's how my style go. Everybody know that I'm wild though. I got a mean flow and it's gon' smash them, old bastard. Yeah, I'm a young nigga but an old bastard. Smash niggas with the rap for surely. They don't want it, nigga, you raps is corny. You can't fuck with me, phony rap. Man, niggas better grab this beat. Grab this mic, cause it's gon' get obsolete. I smash some C's, put them on the street. They be like, Bo Gustus, I reach the feet. Damn straight, I'm the nigga that I come through on a regular dough. They don't want it with my regular flow. And this is that, nigga, you don't even want it with the exceptional flow. I step it up notches, they can't stop it. The flow monstrosity, yeah, you know how I do it. I came through the flow so congruent, I gon' spew it. 716 to the death, they can't fuck with me. I got all this breath on my chest, time to release.
Let's go. Let's go. Shout out your clique, shout out your name, shout out your rap.
100 kids. Yeah, 100 kids. My homie Castle in the back. He frontin' right now. He chillin', you know what I mean? But that's how my niggas go, you know what I mean?
That's how we gotta live it, you know what I mean? So we gotta take it bit by bit. Any other spinners out here? Who want it next? Who want it next? Come on. No, go ahead. What's your name? Yeah, this the beat right here. This the beat right here? Yeah. What's your name?
Yeah, Jay Skis.
Jay Skis? Jay Skis in the building. Wolvez. MySubstation.com. Trap News. MJS Design. Let's go. Get it.
Right?
That's it.
Look, this can't hear a simple. I'm shooting so much flyness over heads, and now I'm thinking that the atmosphere is riddle. Had to straighten up my tangles for you cats say here that's crippled. Yeah, they know I got a bumps, they don't have to hear a dribble. I pretend to be Pac-Man, but actually I'm Kimbo. You know cousins a king, but not the ones from Sacramento. I'll be putting in my work like riches, adding grease from elbows. That girl with me's a fox, she's not actually Melrose. Don't ask about the wax, my presence here in Melrose. I'm hungry, hear my tummy, very white is how it bellows. I'm coming to the top, who I'm without is not my fellows. You got me in these rappers, I'm retros, they're mellows. I'm just on my Washington, work with my Orlando. You ramble when you scrabble, I'm way too out to handle. It's so back I'm running tracks, so I bring ASICs to the battle. Yeah, it's first class, you know what it is.
Pick it back up.
Pick it back up?
Pick it right back up.
Okay, we on Niagara. This shit is ugly. You already know I come through with my company, yeah. Mike Posh with me, you know it's first class, come through. Niggas got 160 right on the dash. That's an SS, nigga ain't never stressed. I come through, battles, man, ain't no obsessed. Best believe my nigga CEO here, come through. Niggas know we got them.
Okay.
That's off the top. It's off the top.
It's all good. We still out here no matter what. For the Wishful Ink, and we gonna be here for a while. Come party with your boy bitches, Wolves. We got my man right here. What's your name?
John O.
John O. Live in front of Wishful Ink and the Wolves Den. MySubstation.com. MJS Trap News with a Z. Let's get it.
Off this beat.
Yo, it's just playing, baby.
Yo, listen. Yo, check it. Yo, verse of the year. I'm the perfect person to cheer. I murk at your hair, put it in the hearse in the red. It's purple, I swear, so loud it's hurting my ear. You must be a grave nigga putting dirt in the air. Verdict is clear. I'm hard body, flow rigor mortis. All the hoes wanna land me cause a nigga gorgeous. Let me get up in that piece like a pack and hope I ring them out. I look like a cashier.
Let's go.
Better go to top for that. I want liquor. Better get some scotch for that. I got the Mac. Give a straight linen when I touch horse. You look good plus a head rock. Mount Rushmore. Presidential when I'm steaming up the loud. Pumping reef until it's Tahitian under my brow. With the trees and I be seeming like an owl. My niggas hug block like they ain't seen them in the wild. Just had a baby, I ain't even want to smile. I can't get mad, I ain't even going wild. Ladies be scheming now, they be fiending for my child. So I was heaven sent, but I'm a demon on ground. I see your teaming looking wrinkling, y'all clowns. SMG, I throw it up like I'm beaming on down. I be drinking brown, tell them yak me out. After the 6th round, I be looking like Pacquiao. Freshman for life, keep the captain down. I be stepping in the mics with the patent round, make sure it's fresh. About to get it patent now. Fresh to death, I need a closed caption now.
Damn.
Manifest Destiny, October 1st, my album dropping, man.
That's what's up.
FMG.
Man, you got a sample right here at the Wolves Den. Right here. Who next? We got spinners out here. Y'all all in the crowd, don't act like we don't see you. We got the cameras. Pan the camera. Y'all all on the spot now. We got spinners out here. Come on. You want to get it one more time?
I'll go again.
Oh, shit. John O, one more time coming at you. Wolves there, Wishful Ink. I'm gonna shout it out 1,000 times. You gotta be the burn in the back of your head, so when you sleep, you see the image of us. Alright? Pay attention. It's my boy John O. One more time. Here we go. Wolves, bitches. Wolves there. Let's get it popping. Drop that.
Listen. Yo, who I rep from 716 when I spit. Every day I come through as George on the kick. Gotta freestyle cause this beat a little slow. I said it from the top, my name is John O. Album about to drop, Manifest Destiny. Cook it up clean, man, I got the recipe. Shout out First Class and my nigga J Skis. All I ever do on this track is slay beats. Yeah, I'ma kill it, no you gotta feel it. Something off the top, I'ma run it like Willis. Talking McGay heat, I ain't gotta spray heat, but I'm still hot though, and I'm not pop though. Trying to be a legend, I'm repping the freshman, killing every session. It's like a Western in your mouth. Listen, I spit hot, like a kid from the South. I ain't repping from Atlanta, but I rep for the Falcons. That's my team. Can't wait till tomorrow to see what they bring in the Bills too. Got a song called Hills too. That's for the ladies, born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, fresh young nigga. That's how you could define me. I'ma keep flowing, so I'm so fresh though. Something off the top, yeah I'm so special. Yeah I'm like Nesto, something for the Pluto, and I'm gonna give it to you. I'm like Pluto, way I swing wood, and it's all good. Ladies like, damn, is you from the hood? No, we on the west side, and you know I smoke the best lie. And I'm feeling like I'm the illest since the best died. Talking about Wallace, know the flow polished, yeah. And I come through. Damn, let me quit, man.
Yo. Anyone else? Come on. You gonna get it? Yo, here you go. Yeah, let him go. What's your name?
Yo, I'm Loose Money.
Loose Money?
Yes, sir.
My man Loose Money right here at Wishful Ink. Wolves there. Let's get it popping. Live from the
I'm hot, but the ground cold. Y'all shooting, y'all miss y'all guns, they be in air mode.
Let's go.
I put money on your head, get your hair sold. Till you in the cemetery with your hair froze. I got a great view too, and the ass great. Put the dogs on her, watch how her ass shake. I'm on the highway, moving at a fast pace, staying low on the seat, cause we don't need a fast pace. And the town so hot, and the price high. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to get by. I see it in his eye. He about to tell. I'm like, look at him, shoot him. Oh well. Get it like the gates do. Matter of fact, I'm trying to rape you. Take one cake, put you on the ground,
Y'all probably tell police come around. And I got problems, I just get them solved. And I don't talk much, police get involved. And I don't run my mouth, I just run the south. I get the Birds Hill, and y'all run a route. Matter of fact, you better catch in the pass. If I start shooting, hope you can run fast. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm crazy as fuck. If I shoot 100 rounds, how the f you gon' duck? You can run behind a car, hop behind a pole, get punched in your face and have your eyes swole. And now your girl mad. And matter of fact, she happy now. Why? Cause she had my pass. And you crying. And now you wanna beat, and then I started shooting. You start flying. Matter of fact, he grew wings and he flew away. Like you flew a red blue, I just flew away. Matter of fact, I'm about to show your dreams. Matter of fact, I'm about to steal your teams. Matter of fact, this passionate green, he's so light in the ass, I probably blew him to smithereens. I'm just dynamite. Niggas just wanna talk, but they don't really fight. And they talking about they getting that cash, and when you see them, they be broke and looking butt ass. And your bitch ugly. Matter of fact, he called me yesterday. Yeah, you wanna fuck me? I'm like, no, honey. I don't do them snow bunnies. Matter of fact, y'all just talk funny. Me, I just get money. And I get cake. I can just see that the dude's fake. Ask about me. I'm from the Ville where dudes pop guns and dudes get killed and other dudes die, but I don't try. If I see the guns come out, I just slide. Yo, we right here at the Wolvez. My man just killed it real quick. You can see from the camera all the way in the back. What's up? It's your boy Wolvez. I got my man Black Vinyl. He stopped by, he drove by. I gotta tell him to say what's up.
Yeah, big shouts out to everybody at the Wolvez tonight. Much love. Puerto Rican Parade was a success. Rain and shine, you know how we do it. I'm out.
That was my boy Mike Vinyl. We ain't done here. If you want to stick around, you can get it again eventually. Alright, bye. Man, you killed it. Y'all have a good night. Man, we live, we out here. Anybody next? Anybody next? Come on, man, go ahead. You got the mic already? You already got the mic?
Check.
He back out here. Shout out your name. Hold on.
Check. TheWolvez.com, you already know what it is. Everybody just stay through. We getting some more beats together. MySubstation.com, Wishful Inking, TrackNews.com. Shout out to everybody that's out here right now. More people to come. I see Black Vision Films in the building. I see Jono. I see Jay Skeets. Bo Custis, what up? Just give us a couple seconds. We loading some more beats. Street Journal in the building. We'll be back in a second.
I said, I'm back with purpose, I'm rapping surgeon. I cut the cat like taxidermist, ask your girlfriend, I still look like snatching purchase. The nigga feeling like power about rearranging the lines. I'm stealing your power like that junkie that's hungry that'll cut you on in an hour. Niggas swore I was losing, but now I'm blooming like flowers. Even when they expired, they ain't a nigga was sour. These airbags niggas ain't move up with any power. The freestyles are definitely your niggas for pulling power. Now how's that for delivery? Niggas can't be equivalent, I niggas losing history. I'm Napoleon of rap, Napoleon is just a fact. We're pulling along in the right and right, cause this shit crack. Lost when you land in Satan, kicking up Atlanta lately. Orlando baby, my verses up putting sand on faces. My Arizona shit for chasing, I get back to basics. Putting the ratings, these niggas have to go add the playlist. All my classes cashes, classes up manufactured. Give me my credit, and niggas leaving in trouble. Where niggas leaving in debt. This how it feels to be better. Shorty, she's gonna be wetter. I'm fly, don't need the propeller. Let's go. Fire your ears and apply pilots and juices. I'll just be minding my business. Yo. Shout out your name, shout out
Jay Speeds, man. Make sure y'all can see me October 2nd with Chief Keith at the Tone Rolling, man. You know what we doing, man. Okay.
I mean, he's next to the mic. I know y'all ain't done yet. There's a lot of y'all that ain't even gone yet. You gonna go again? Man, shout out your name, shout out your record, shout out your flick. It's DDP back in the building. Come on, man. Youngs, Wishful Inking, MySubstation.com, MJS Design, Track News, that's with a Z.
What else is Z? Nigga, that's not calling. Take on my 38, that's what the records calling. DDP, nigga, I don't care what you call it. We want every damn thing, you can't get $1 off us. So all my niggas starving. But a white girl on my ass like I'm not service. Then hit it, got me fucked up, just a like a pilot.
Come on, man, I know the screen you up, it's all good. Get it right back. Pass it on the ball, let's go.
Right back on the mic for a minute. I come through, let a nigga sight for a minute. I might write for a minute or go right off the top. Like what the fuck is good, man? We sitting on this block, man. We freestyling straight wildin' off the top of the dome. Niggas throw where they can pop with the chrome.
By me, man, that'll be the team. Niggas know we come through with the infrared beams, man. We reppin' Buffalo, 716. Yeah, this nigga Jay Ski stay spittin' that sick shit. Yeah, and you's a witness. If you out here right now, you pick up and I'm jocking my style. Now I'm playing. With everybody out here, you know how we be doing, man. We grinding out here. Yeah, this nigga Jay Skeezy he rhyming out here. Yeah, this nigga he's shining out here, man. I'm off the top, man. I'm playing around. Jay Skeezy from the now he holding it down. He from the 716. Like what's good, nigga? Yeah.
Okay, yo.
There's some rappers out here, man. Like my man said, man. Let's get it.
Get it in 1 more second. We gotta take a brief intermission. Quick pause. Everybody not catch your breath. You can sit. Run the store while you can. We're taking a brief pause. We got brand new instrumentals coming out. It's gonna be long, full instrumentals. No more kicks and breaks. We at the Wolvez. MySubstation.com. Trap News. We'll be seeing them at night. MJS Design. Wishful Inking. 581. Wolvez.com. Let's go.
Okay, so this is what it is. I want to shout out everybody that made this possible. Shout out to the homie MJ. Shout out to the TI guy. You can't see him. That's Hawks right there from Support 716 TV.
That's right.
Curtis, Street Journal, Tiz, Black Vision Films. We got the homie Vicious.
Yo, what's up?
I'm Chad Money. I don't know nobody else's Twitter, but you can follow me at Chad Money Long. We about to get this cypher popping. I'm gonna pass the mic around so you can know every MC that we have here now. It's gonna be more people coming through. Like I said, we got food down the street. If you roll up, get your roll up, do what you gotta do. If you sit, get your sit, do what you gotta do. We're gonna be out here, we're gonna get it in. It's MySubstation.com, Substation Studios, TrapNews.com, TheWolvesDen.com, MJS Designs, any type of posters, banners, anything like that you need. They did this Wolves Den banner.
Specified.
Do the same thing for you.
Specified that there's a Z.
Definitely a Z on Trap News. NEWZ.com.
Finding news on how to make a trap to like trap a bear or something.
Wolvesden, WOLVZDEN.com. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic around so y'all can know who the spinners is. In about less than 2 minutes, we're gonna get this cypher pumping. Again, I'm Chad Money. I got my co-host Vicious with me.
That's right, Vicious. Let's go.
Substation Studios.
I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got ice in my veins, but I never freeze up. I got. In the place where they roam and they ride and shoot clips. Shots to the dome is prescribed for loose lips. All about $1.